bond price rises? Remember, yields and prices move in opposite directions. Or is the ECB doing the right thing by holding firm to its bond buying targets?
Okay, well, hopefully we'll find out soon enough. Now let's move on to commodities. Metals, oils, related companies. They've been performing well. They've been pushing the FTSE up today. Why is that?
Well, the interesting thing is that commodities, which have been unloved for seemingly forever, has actually been the top performing asset class this year. Now, commodity markets aren't complicated beasts. It's all about supply and demand, and finally supply seems to be coming on ground. There's no longer the concerns over China being a big consumer of commodities, and then we've got the weaker dollar. And that also helps commodities because a lot of commodities are priced in dollar. And if you look at things like oil, things like militant action in Nigeria, the wildfires in Canada, war in Libya, all of that is serving to bring supply into kilter with demand.
And Michael, let's talk about Sports Direct. I heard an interesting term this morning that people are considering when it comes to investment. They were talking about SEG concerns, so social, environmental and governance issues. Now, the fact that Mike Ashley has finally appeared before a select committee, he's spoken fairly openly, admitted that there were problems at Sports Direct. Could this kind of turn towards more transparent governance, perhaps more open to what people would like him to do at Sports Direct? Do you think that could lure investors back?
Well, this absolutely is a lesson for all companies in how they treat their workers. And as an investor, what you're looking for in a company is high quality, sustainable earnings. And the only way a company can ensure that is if it treats all its stakeholders, its customers, its shareholders, and its staff fairly. And if it treats its staff fairly, that enables them to treat customers well, and it becomes a virtuous circle. And this is the only way, in the long run, to build a sustainable business.
Okay, Maike Currie, Investment Director at Fidelity International, thank you very much for your time this afternoon. Now let's just take a quick look at how stocks are trading in the